welcome back to Redneck Snack, where life is too short to be serious. Now, if you've been around with me for 2+ years, you know I've gotten sick at times, and I truck through it. You know, I do my reviews. I don't care. I may sound rattly and all these other things, but I do my reviews because I love it, and nothing's gonna bring me down. If I have something to review, I'm doing it. So, luckily, when I had COVID that one time, though, there was like nothing to review, so I kind of just like slid along in my life and just stayed low. But whenever I have a little stuffy feeling, we truck through it, and we live. So, finally a week where none of the cookies are new. They were like, okay, let's do 2021 favorites. Now, I'm not quite sure these were really favorites. The Kentucky butter cake, obviously, but I think they kind of were a little more like, okay, what are some good cookies that use ingredients that we have been using, like Galaxy Brownie, and I mean, half of these are pretty much sugar cookies, I think. You know, they've been doing a lot of Snickerdoodle. We could definitely use a break from Snickerdoodle. If you're listening, we really could. But yeah, so I can see Kentucky butter cake. I could possibly see Twix. I hear a lot of people talk about how good the Twix is, but I kind of question Snickerdoodle Cupcake. I question Pineapple Whip. But the other three I don't question so much, I'd say. But there are some flavors that they could have done. I know a lot of people love waffle, so they could have done that. But I understand, you know, waffle and Kentucky butter cake, oh, and cornbread too, they're all kind of more of that less sweet cookie that's got that sweet, you know, topping to it. Rather it's the syrup or the buttercream or whatever glaze they've got on the Kentucky butter cake. So I can understand why you're only going to choose one of those. You don't want to overwhelm people with the less sweet cookies. But, you know, I don't know. I don't remember anyone that loved Pineapple Whip. I think Fruit Pizza could have been put there. You could have done Peach Cobbler, Peaches and Cream. You know, one of the lemon ones. You could have done lemon again. I know you just did lemon bar, but you could have done another lemon one because I know a lot of people that love that. But we're not going to sit here and ponder on that. We're going to jump into this review. So please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and check out my Instagram, Redneck Snack. I have tried all of these. I have actually had, so there's the list I've compiled. There's, according to me, there's 191 flavors so far. When Crumbl says there's 200, then there's been 200 different flavors. And maybe I'm off by a few. But whenever they say it, they say it. So there are 61 flavors I have not tried. A lot of them, you know, they haven't been back in years, so we're probably not going to get to try those unless I really get to talking to Crumbl and really hypnotize them. But that means I've tried 130 different cookies. No, I haven't eaten every single one, but I've probably eaten 100 cookies worth, if we're being honest, because I've had to eat the full cookie myself. I've shared. I have, without a doubt, shared plenty of times. Today I'm going to share this box as well. But that's just so you know, I'm doing good for the circumstances. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this week's awesome cookies if this box will cooperate. Dagnabbit, come on, box! I swear, this box is being a pain. The rest of the box wants to be flimsy, but the lid just doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. All right, so that's your thumbnail, as bad as it may look or seem. So where are we starting? Of course, we're going to start with one of my favorites now. I did not like this at first. This was one of the first Crumbl cookies I had. It's the Kentucky butter cake, but it grew on me the next time I had it. This one doesn't look like it has as much coating on it, which is interesting. You know, you never know what you're going to get. Crumbl can be inconsistent. That's something to note. But yeah, let's go ahead and eat the Kentucky butter cake. This is the third time I've had it. Yeah, it's really good. It's very I don't know how to really describe it. Buttery. There you go. It's buttery. And it's not too sweet. It's super gooey and it just goes down so smooth. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Crumbl cookie of all time. Without a doubt, I wouldn't say that. But I've given it somewhere, last time I think I gave it like an 8.5, and I think that's fitting. It's not popping, it's not something wow, but it's just a laid back cookie that's really good. So the rest of these kind of have icing on them, so we're gonna have a lot to navigate here, but we're gonna go to pineapple whip next. This came out back when did it come out? Came out back in the summer-ish, late summer. This cookie feels different. I think last time it was, well, I don't know. The last time I had a smaller cookie, I think. But, and it looked more white. So this has a little bit more color to it. So we'll see if it's got more pineapple flavor. But last time I was not the biggest fan. I thought it was okay. But, you know, we're here to try it out again, so. This one bursts with a lot more pineapple flavor this time. That is good. That is good. Especially if you like pineapple. I think this is one you have to consider getting for yourself. It's, you know, it's a chill cookie. It's a little dry, but the icing makes up for it, and it's got a good sweetness and a burst of pineapple. So I definitely think that one is a really good cookie. I would pretty much put it with the butter cake. I wouldn't say it's wowing me. Like, I think you can always improve cookies. You could put a pineapple on top of this, and it's even more refreshing. So that would make it perfect. But I would give it somewhere in the ballpark of an 8.5. I think that would be a fair assessment for this one, just because it is really good, and it really emulates that pineapple flavor really well. But it could be a little bit better, you know? Always could be a little bit better. All right, we're gonna do Snickerdoodle Cupcake. Oh, I haven't been showing these cookies off. So, oh well, you can go back to the thumbnail for the butter cake and the pineapple. But here's Snickerdoodle cookie. I'll show off one piece of the butter cake, just so you know. Butter cake. And pineapple whip. All right, so Snickerdoodle Cupcake it's a Snickerdoodle cookie, and it has vanilla buttercream cream cheese icing. So let's try this bad boy. Again, it's an enjoyable cookie, especially for the ones that really like the cream cheese icing that they do. This kind of lets that kind of speak loud. The cinnamon, it's there, but it's not as, you know, loud as if you just got the regular cookie or something else. Of course, you can get this without the icing. A lot of people love Snickerdoodle, so. But I will warn you that icing does make it one of the sweeter cookies of the bunch. I definitely do prefer the pineapple whip and the Kentucky butter cake, which I both gave an 8.5. But I think an 8 is a fair rating. I think it's nice and warm. It's soft. You do have that warm cinnamon taste in the aftermath, but you get that burst of sweetness to start with. So definitely a good cookie too. Alright, so Twix. It's a chilled sugar cookie with caramel and chocolate, and then topped off with a Twix bar, which I can't seem to pull off of the thing, and it messes up the cookie a little bit. So bear with me as I do what I gotta do to divide this cookie. This one's a hard one to divide because it's a tough cookie, like the caramel and the chocolate all stuck together. Good thing it doesn't make the cookie cutter too messy. So all right, let's try it out again. Okay, this time it's got Twix pieces in it. Last time mine didn't have that. It really does emulate a softer version of a Twix bar. Twix bars are crunchy. Their cookie is crunchy. Crumbl hasn't really mastered that yet, making a really crunchy cookie. They could try it. They could do like a no-bake type of thing. But does anyone really want that? That's a good cookie. You do get that Twix flavor. I would pretty much put it with the Snickerdoodle. I just like the butter cake and the pineapple whip just a little bit better. I definitely would say it's an 8. It's enjoyable. I probably gave it like a 7, 7.5 last time, but I think they did better this time, so we're going to be fair. We're always flexible. We're always changing up what we say. Not always, but, you know, it's always, you know, always open to reconsideration. So that's what we did. We reconsidered and got an 8. But now we got Galaxy Brownie, which used to be called Cosmic Brownie until trademark reasons. I love the look of this cookie. The taste is just, I know what to expect. It's not going to be a crazy special cookie, but we're going to eat it and we're going to have a good time eating it. So I keep making some small pieces on accident, but that's right down my alley. Now this actually does look, and I can't remember if I said it tasted like a Galaxy Brownie last time or a Cosmic Brownie last time, but when you look at it, it really does look like the texture of a Cosmic Brownie. So let's go ahead and try it again. Okay. Wow. Wow. I taste brownie. I taste brownie batter. That's crazy. That is crazy. I like that a lot. Like, you don't even know how happy that one made me. I like that most. Out of all these, this one I like the most. Just because I bit into it, thought, okay, I'm getting a chocolate cookie here, right? No, I got brownie in that. I didn't expect that. I don't think last time I got a brownie taste, or as much of a brownie taste. That gets a 9. I've had better, of course, but that gets a 9. That's one of the best. So no wonder. When they do it right, I can see why that's a favorite. So yeah, again, it's a solid lineup. Most of you have probably had the chance to try these because Crumbl really blew up earlier in the year. It really got big earlier in the year. So, you know, they've been doing so much. This might be a blessing for a lot of you because I don't know if I've said this before, but I've been keeping track. It usually takes 6 months to a year for a cookie to return, if it does. So this is a treat for many because these were cookies that hadn't been out for a while, or were not supposed to come back after a while. So that's just what I think. That's what I know. That's what I presented to you. So I'm excited for next week. I have a feeling that next week, after they brought all these back, I have a good feeling we're going to get 5 new cookies. Now that's just crazy. That's just what I think. But I have hope that we're going to get some crazy new cookies. And then hopefully it slows back down to 1 new cookie a week. Bring back those ones that you hadn't had in a while. You know? I still got 61 cookies to try. So, I'm definitely hoping for more. And, you know, eventually, I'm going to be changing up how I do these reviews, I think. I'm going to kind of slow it down. Be like, okay, they got a new cookie, let me try that for you. And then I'm going to reference all the other videos. Because, you know, I do change up my mind sometimes on these cookies. But, I don't need to be eating 5 different cookies a week. You know that. I know that. So, when I start to catch up finally, we're going to start slowing it down. This is a whole week I could have skipped. It really was. But I just wanted to be part of it. So I've got to kind of gauge what I want to do here. Y'all, if y'all have any recommendations, if y'all really think I should keep doing this, that's fine. But I feel the temptation to kind of slow it down because, you know, I don't want to be eating so many cookies. But anyways, I love you, Crumbl. And I love you, people. So that's it. And I will see y'all around.